Hey, I was out walking this morning, just felt impressed to share a little bit about Gideon. The thing about Gideon is that Gideon was the least of all his people. He was the least of all those who he knew, but yet and still the Lord wanted to use him just like he wants to use you. So this is what I want to say today about Gideon. Gideon lacked confidence in his own abilities, in his own might, and in his own stature. But that's good, because when we start to have confidence in our own abilities, strength, our own might, that's where we fail. But the Lord showed Gideon that it's not about who you are and what you possess solely, because the Lord took Gideon's mighty army that he had assembled down to only 300 men. Can you imagine defeating a whole huge number of huge army of enemies, and you only have 300 men who are ready, willing, but they got your back, but you know, it's only 300 people. And so that really just showed Gideon that God can take the little that you have and make much out of it. Let's get back to his story. Gideon, the Lord sent Gideon down to the enemy's camp so that Gideon could hear the dreams and the thoughts that the enemy had about him. There are things that God has placed in you that the enemy's afraid of. But this is the thing. He's not just afraid of those things. He's afraid of you finding out and getting busy doing the things that God has called you to do. Gideon realized that his confidence could not be in himself. And the first thing he did after hearing the thoughts and the dreams of the enemy about him was he went and worshiped. He bowed before God, thanked him, gave him worship, and then he went and developed a strategy to rise up over the enemy and every plan, every weapon that they might have. But it was in an unorthodox way. There are some things God may be calling you to do that don't look like what everybody else is doing. It doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. It's going to be very unorthodox. But here's the challenge. Whatever God tells you, do it. Whatever he speaks and releases for you to do, do it. Get with God, get your strategy, because that is what's going to cause you to triumph over your enemies. Now, your enemies may not be people. Let's be clear. May not be people. Your enemies may be poverty, lack, scarcity. Your enemy may be fear. Your enemy may be rejection. Your enemy may be just a number of things. Don't allow how you think it should look, what you think it should look like, to box you in and cause you not to allow God to move and work through you in an unprecedented and unorthodox way. It's not going to necessarily look like what you think or what you had imagined. Trust God. He's going to take you much further through your obedience than you could ever go on your own. Worship God, get your strategy from him, and then watch it work.